It's Eileen with Bega, and I'm out walking around, and people are gonna think I'm crazy that I'm talking to myself, but oh well. I'm gonna make this video because I was thinking about this patient I had today, and I thought I'd talk about her. She was referred to OT because she told her family and the staff and everything that her legs hurt in the wheelchair. So they logically made a referral to OT to check out her wheelchair. So I go in to see her, and she smiles at me really friendly, and I say, "Hi, I'm Eileen from OT." Well, immediately she gives me the side eye. She's looking at me all suspicious and like she's not having it. And I go, "You don't like therapy?" And she's like, well, I said, "You don't have to worry about hurting my feelings." I go, "I've heard it all before." So she goes, "No." She goes, "I hate therapy." She goes, "Because all they do is they work on my arm. And look, my arms are great." She goes, "And then they try to stand me up at the bar and they have me count as slow as I can and just stand there. And then my legs give out. I just hate it." So she goes, so I said, "Okay, well, they told me to come see you because your legs hurt in the wheelchair." She says, "The reason my legs hurt in the wheelchair is because I'm up all day. They get me up at 9 o'clock and they don't put me back in bed until 6 o'clock. So anybody's legs would hurt." So this is a story I've heard a million times. And I know that she's probably one of those people that the staff would say is self-limiting. But is she really self-limiting? No. She hates therapy because we're not doing the right things with her. We're not doing things that are of value to her. She would like to go and take a rest after lunch. Here's a neighbor. Okay. All right, back to it. All right. So the answer to this question or this problem is for her to lay down after lunch. So I said, what about the idea of going and taking a rest, after lunch, like maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock till 3. She's like, "That'd be great, but you can't get them. You can't get the people to come around." So many problems with what's happening here. This is something I hear all the time. People don't want to get up out of bed, or they don't want to get in their wheelchairs because then they're like incarcerated in their wheelchairs and they can never get anybody to put them back because every single building is understaffed. But for our purposes here, what we're going to talk about is the therapy part, because this is something I hear all the time, and I think that therapists should kind of catch on to. We, as a group, have kind of lost our focus. What we're supposed to be doing is increasing their function, increasing their ability to do for themselves, their mobility, their quality of life. Therapy is not exercise. Therapy is not the gym. So the reason she hates therapy, and this is no slam on anybody, individual therapist, the reason she hates therapy is because whatever therapist that she's interfaced with think that therapy is going to the gym, and so they go down there while she's watching a show, or she's talking to her roommate, or who knows what she's doing. Maybe she's doing nothing, and then they try and con her into going to the gym where she feels out of control. She doesn't mind standing, but she feels out of control because they try to make her stand as long as she can until her legs give out, and that makes her uncomfortable. So the moral of the story is, if you go where they are, if we address the things that she needs, she won't hate therapy. And that's what we are. And if we want to remain an efficacious intervention, and if we want to be a profession that helps people and is worth insurance paying for, then we need to get back to our roots, and we need to do what the patient needs, not the gym, not talking them into the things that we think they need, but the things that they really need. And that's the moral of this convoluted story as I walk around this absolutely beautiful neighborhood. Maybe you've seen it behind me. This is an absolutely beautiful neighborhood. Okay, this is Eileen from Bega, signing off.